The newly appointed chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joash Amupitan, is currently appearing before the Senate for his screening and confirmation. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, the African Union told AFP Wednesday it was suspending Madagascar with immediate effect after a coup saw an elite army unit seize power following President Andry Rajoelina's impeachment. The military leadership under Colonel Michael Rajoelina has promised elections within 2 years after President Andry Rajoelina was impeached following weeks of popular demonstrations. The international community voiced alarm, with the United Nations censoring what it called an unconstitutional takeover. At number 9, Nepal have appealed to FIFA to overturn their 2-0 defeat to Malaysia in 2027 Asian Cup qualifiers in March this year, claiming that their opponent fielded an illegible player last month. The world governing body FIFA banned 7 Malaysian foreign brand players for a year and fined the FA of Malaysia $440,000, saying they had submitted forged ancestry documents. FIFA accused the FAM of submitting doctored or false documents that said the 7 players had Malaysian ancestry, making them eligible to represent the country. FAM denied knowingly doing anything wrong. At number 8, Nigeria's headline inflation rate eased to 18.02% in September compared to 20.12% in August 2025, indicating the 6th consecutive month of declaration in inflation. This was disclosed by the National Bureau of Statistics in the latest Consumer Price Index published on Wednesday. This also marked the first time in 3 years that inflation had fallen below the 20% threshold. At number 7, the Jigawa State Police Command has arrested a 33-year-old man, Lawan Isa, for having 56 counterfeit $100 bills. Confirming the arrest to our correspondent on Wednesday, the police public relations officer of the command, SP Shiizu Adams, said the incident occurred on October 5th at Gidan Large Market under the Regime Division. During the operation, SP Adams said the officers also recovered 4 Android phones with a keypad handset from the suspects. At number 6, President Bola Tinubu has said that Nigeria is blessed with abundant solid mineral deposits and should not remain impoverished. The president made the remarks on Wednesday at the 2025 Nigeria Mining Week held in Abuja. The president emphasized Nigeria's continental leadership role, stating, "When our mining sector thrives, it signals that value-added resource development is Africa's way forward." At number 5, the National Association of Nigerian Students on Thursday distanced itself from a planned protest reportedly being organized by activist Omoyele Sowore and his associates, warning Nigerian students nationwide not to be deceived or used by selfish and politically motivated individuals. Ola Doja, who spoke alongside zonal and campus leaders of the students' body, said the national leadership convened the press briefing to set the record straight and protect the integrity of NANS from being dragged into political controversies. At number 4, Justice Yusuf Halilu of the Federal Capital Territory High Court has adjourned the hearing in a 5.5 billion naira alleged defamation suit instituted against the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project by 2 aggrieved operatives of the Department of State Services to November 12th. Justice Yusuf adjourned the hearing in the suit following the absence of SERAP's lawyer, Ebun Adegboruwa's SAN, in court. The 2 DSS operatives, Sarah John and Gabriel Ogunleye, have filed the action against SERAP on the grounds that the organization defamed them in a media publication. At number 3, Delta State Governor, retired Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, has inaugurated the Delta State Security Trust Fund, reaffirming his administration's determination to strengthen security through a public-private partnership framework. Governor Oborevwori explained that the Security Trust Fund, originally established by law in 2013, was created as a platform for mobilizing financial support from the private sector to complement government investment in security infrastructure. At number 2, the team led by the president of the Nigerian Medical Association has said the ailment complained about by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, is not life-threatening. Justice James Omotosho had ordered the medical team to ascertain Kanu's actual health status following conflicting claims on the issue by medical experts engaged by the prosecution and the defense. At number 1, one. The newly appointed chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Amupitan, is currently appearing before the Senate for his screening and confirmation. Amupitan, who arrived at the National Assembly complex earlier and exchanged pleasantries with senators, was accompanied to the chamber by the governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Ododo, and other dignitaries. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.